Okay, just wait a second. Let this vendor go. Okay. So they have two options, whether you can buy here right now or whether you can buy in future. So if you can buy right now, the spot rate is zero point 0.5 per Singaporean dollar. At this spot rate, the firm would be needing 500,000. How? So you see, you multiply 1 million into 0.5. So you need 1 million Singaporean dollar. Right now, the rate is dollar over Singaporean dollar 0.50. And we have 1 million. We need 1 million Singaporean dollar. So Singaporean dollar cancel. 1 million multiplied by 0.5, answer would be in dollars. So we would be needing $500,000 right now. So there are two things going to happen. If you don't have money right now, or if you have the money, even if you have a money, you don't transfer the money immediately to Singapore importer. Why? Because you will wait until the goods are delivered to US in Chicago, right? So suppose you don't have the dollar right now, right? So you have to wait 90 days and then exchange for Singaporean dollar. But biggest risk is the TERS Corporation does not know what will be the spot rate at that time. What will be the expected spot rate after 60 days, 90 days. So number one, if the exchange rate rises to 0.6, right, they would be needing $600,000. They would be needing $600,000 to convert into 1 million Singaporean dollars. If they purchase right now, they would be needing 500,000. But if the currency rises, they have to pay 100,000 more to convert 1 million. So Singaporean importer will receive 1 million Singaporean dollar, not less, not high. But from your pocket, $100,000 is going extra, right? Okay. What if rate decreases to 0.47? 2.47, answer would be, they would be needing they would be needing 470,000. So right now, if they purchase, it takes 500,000. If rate decreases, it would take 470,000. So they will save 30,000. Now, as a manager, you compare your profit and loss situation, your benefit and cost and benefit analysis. So which one is riskier? A loss of 100,000 or a loss of a savings of 30,000? Of course, the extra cost of 100,000 is going to be very risky for you. Maybe when you receive that products and you have a plan to sell those products at some profit, so you won't receive that profit. So it would be baseless for you to buy from Singapore, and after 90 days, you just selling them at discount, right? So it's better to save 100,000, and 100,000 belongs to scenario A. Scenario A is you worried about foreign currency appreciation, right? So as an importer, you are very worried about your payments when foreign currency rises, appreciates, increase in value, right? So to hedge or to avoid exposure to exchange rate risk, so they lock into the rate for Singaporean dollar from now without having exchanged the dollars immediately. So for example, they're going to give you a rate for 0.55. If you go to financial institution, they will say that, okay, I'm going to give you 0.55. After 90 days, you have to buy from me at 0.55. So still you are, if this prediction happens, happen to be accurate, then you would be paying extra 100,000, right? If this prediction happened to be correct, you would be saving 30,000. So which one is, look very lucrative? So in that case, either to increase the cost or either to lose 30,000. So you want to save your 100,000, extra cost. So you enter into a contract and only you have to pay extra 50,000, not 100,000. So no matter whether this prediction is right, whether this prediction is right, because you entered into a contract, you would be obliged or you will be obligated to settle your contract at 0.55. So understand? Haley, Marilyn,
Yes.
Ping Ping, Kathleen, Min,
Yes.
Crystal, Fabian, Not, Janlab. So this is how basically you use forward contract for hedge. So we explained it in very detail. So just think in terms of your benefit and loss situation. That's it. So this situation is for importers, right? How MNCs use forward contracts for bid-ask spread? Here. So the spread between bid and ask is wider of currencies of developing countries such as Chile, Mexico, South Korea, Taiwan, and Thailand, because they are also exporting countries, right? So because these markets have relative few orders for forward contracts, banks are less able to match up willing buyers and sellers. So this lack of liquidity causes banks to widen the bid-ask spread when quoting forward contracts. The contracts in these countries are generally available on short-term horizons. So the idea is that you enter into a contract to import from that country whose currency is not very famous. Not many people, they want to buy their currency, they want to sell their currency, or not, huge volume of currencies are going to be having transaction in day-to-day basis. In day-to-day basis, you see dollars is dealing on day-to-day basis, but Taiwan baht, sorry, Thailand baht, South Korean won, Mexican peso, Chilean peso, they are not on on regular basis, on day-to-day basis, their transaction is not very much high. So plus their availability is also very limited. So if you are planning to pay in 90 days, so anything can happen. Maybe nobody wants to buy a Chilean, or nobody wants to sell Chile, or you maybe you need 10 million Chilean pesos and you cannot gather 10 million pesos in 90 days. So you ask banks to help, right? And banks, of course, currency is illiquid, so the bid-ask spread would be higher, right? So when bid-ask spread would be higher, so you know that if you do by yourself, if you gather that one, the cost gonna start rising. So why to take all this tension and day-to-day basis you just gather, okay, today we gather 100,000 Chilean pesos, tomorrow we will get 500,000 and then 1,000,000, and you need 10 million, huge amount. So day-to-day basis when you are buying, rates start rising, demand and supply concept, rates start rising. So in order to avoid this big ask spread, so you enter into a forward contract, okay, whatever is, this is not my responsibility, I will be buying Chilean pesos at the forward rate, that's it. You enter into a contract, now it is the duty for the financial institution, a bank, or some agents, currency agents, arrange 10 million maximum peso for you at this specified rate, that's it. Otherwise, if you go for open market, you have to pay huge bid-ask spread, and this bid-ask spread can be increased on in minute-by-minute basis. Very uncertain. So if you understand the concept right now, please answer this question. When currency options are not standardized and traded over the counter, there is which one is correct? Not, we couldn't hear you.
Is it D?
You said B.
D.
D for dog, right? Marilyn, Fabian, Min, Crystal, Haley, Ping Ping, Kathleen.
Is it D?
Yeah, I think it's D as well.
Okay, good. Well done, guys. Now, let's talk about premium and discount. We already talked about this one. Just gonna, revise this concept. So, premium or discount on the forward rate. Let's just wait for this guy. Okay, sorry guys. So let's continue our recording. I think, yeah, we didn't talk about this. Okay, sorry. So how we calculate the forward rate. So forward rate is calculated on the basis of this formula. Forward is equal to spot rate into 1 plus premium, right? So forward premium, which is the percentage at which forward rate exceeds on the spot rate. It can be negative, it can be positive as well. If the future prediction is that the currency will go down, the premium going to be in negative. If future prediction is that it will go up, the premium going to be positive. So let's do this example here. So if the euro spot rate is 1.4 and the 1 year forward rate has a forward premium of 2%, what does it mean? So it changes in minute by minute basis, on daily basis as well. And this based on country's outlook, currency's outlook, economy's outlook, world economy, exports, imports, political decisions, right? Depends on some instability in the region as well, right? So euro, so they are very confident that the euro is going to be increased on 1 year basis 2%. It can be more, can be less, but that is just their calculation. So the institution says that we have a forward contract for you at 2% premium. What does it mean? It means if the spot rate right now is 1.4, if we enter into a contract right now for 360 days or 1 year, right? So after 1 year, the financial institution, they believe that the forward the euro would be selling at $1.428. And if you want to buy euro from us after 1 year, I would be giving you this rate. So in this will become your forward rate. And after 1 year, expected spot rate gonna be something, maybe spot rate at that time, maybe increase or maybe decrease, depending on what happened during the year, right? So spot rate, which is here, right? So how we calculate? So S into 1 plus premium. So 140 right now, 2% is the increase. Answer would be 1.48, right? So we have examples here. So you are seeing here, spot rate right now, 1.6814 pound into dollar, right? So this is the value of pound.